this video tutorial, we'll cover an important aspect of point-of-sale functionality, adding items to the cart in preparation for checkout. It's worth noting that the parse-based system is very intuitive, so bear with us as we fly through the obvious parts. Adding items to the cart is very straightforward. Simply locate the item, which is either displayed on the speed screen or nested under a category, and then tap on the item. Note that the category buttons are a solid color, whereas the actual items are white with a color tag indicator in the bottom right corner of the button. Once you tap on the category button, you are presented with the items within that category. To return to the speed screen, simply tap the Till tab at the top. Basic items automatically appear in the cart upon selection. However, items with modifiers and attributes require additional input. To elaborate, modifiers are configured on the back end by the administrator and allow you to select from a few or several options to customize or modify the item during the checkout process. For example, extra cheese or add guacamole. Attributes function in a similar way and allow you to select from different variations of the item. Sizes, colors, and flavors are a few examples of attributes. Note that if the item has an assigned attribute, you must select one of the options to add it to the cart. If the item has modifiers, the options will automatically pop up when you tap the item. If that's the case, tap the modifier option to add it. In certain cases, you can add multiple modifiers, and even increase or decrease the quantity for the same modifier. Tapping on the right side of the button to increase the quantity, and tap on the left side to reduce the quantity. Furthermore, based on how the administrator has it configured, selecting a modifier may or may not be required, and you may be able to select multiple modifiers, or there may be a minimum or a maximum number of selections allowed. Attributes work in the same way. As previously mentioned, attributes are required, so you must select one of the attribute options in order to add the item to the cart. If you need to bring up an item that's not in the system, you can use the miscellaneous button located in the bottom left-hand side of the cart. After tapping the miscellaneous button, or the plus icon with the abbreviation MISC, you're then prompted to type in a name of the item and select a tax profile from the three options. Tax exclusive means that the price is pre-tax, and therefore a tax will be added to the item at checkout. Whereas tax inclusive means that the tax is included in the item's price. Of course, the tax exempt option is intended for items where a tax does not apply. After entering the name and selecting the tax profile, tap Next. Then enter the amount of the item and tap Apply to add the item to the cart. After the item has been added to the cart, a Flyout menu will appear that includes a few options, including the Note button, Discount button, a quantity selector, and a delete button. You can trigger this menu simply by tapping on the item in the cart. We'll discuss discounts in a subsequent video tutorial. However, the Note button allows you to add a custom note to an item, which is displayed below the item in the cart and appears on the printed receipt. Simply tap Note, type in the custom note using the built-in keyboard, and then tap Done. You can also increase or decrease the quantity by tapping the plus or minus buttons in the quantity selector. Or if you want to remove the item entirely, tap the delete button. That wraps it up for this tutorial on adding items to the cart. Check out the subsequent videos to learn how to apply discounts, accept payments, and much more.